to be abstending for a bride?
This way. Step in.
Huh?
That was a bit. You can move across once you get. Yeah. Not before. Don't block you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Jane Milner and the Registrar overseeing the marriage is Pat Ryder. I want to welcome you all here to Rogerthorpe Manor on this special day for Matthew and Joanna. I know it means a great deal to them that you can all be here today to share in their happiness. I'm going to ask the guests please now to have a seat. To begin the ceremony this afternoon, I'm going to introduce Andrea, who's going to come and do a reading for us.
My daughter's wedding day. It's here as at last your wedding day. You see, soon will be a bride. Today you leave this little room with husband by your side. Just reminiscing, looking back as I stand in the pew. The time has flown so quickly. Where have the years gone? I turned to see my little girl walking up the aisle. Leaning on my brother's arm, her face a gleaming smile. Her eyes are filled with tenderness, mine are filled with tears. As I look back on childhood days and then to teenage years, we've had so many lovely times, we've shared so many things. Thoughts, ambitions, dreams, desires, and hope that soared on wings. But now I have to let you go. My thoughts are in a world. This lovely radiant girl is still my little girl.
I don't have many tissues left. For Matthew and Joanna, getting married today is a proud confirmation of their love, respect and the true friendship that they have for each other. Together, they will be stronger to meet whatever life holds for them. Matthew and Joanna today will exchange vows which will unite you as husband and wife. The words are a formal and public pledge of your love and a promise of lifelong dedication to each other. The place in which we are now met has been duly sanctioned according to the law for the celebration of marriages. We are met here today to witness the joining together in marriage of Matthew Glyn Beale and Joanna Lee Kilross. If any person present knows of any lawful reason why they may not be married to each other, you should declare it down. Matthew and Joanna have found in each other happiness, fulfillment and love, and as a consequence of this, they now wish to affirm their relationship and offer to each other the security which comes from legally binding vows sincerely made and faithfully kept. Matthew and Joanna, the purpose of marriage is that you may always love, care and support each other through the joys and sorrows of life. That in living together faithfully, you will find happiness and fulfillment in a relationship of loving commitment. I now have to ask, who gives Joanna to be married to? Thank you, Don. You can sit down.
Thank you.
Matthew and Joanna, before you were joined in matrimony, I have to remind you of the solemn and binding character of the vows you're about to make. Marriage, according to the law of this country, is the union of one man with one woman, voluntarily entered into for life to the exclusion of all others. These vows unite you as husband and wife and constitute a formal and public pledge of your love for each other. And I'm first going to ask you each in turn to declare that you know of no legal reason why you may not be married to each other. So Matthew, you're just going to reply now to the second question. Are you, Matthew Glenville, free lawfully to marry Joanna Lee Kilross?
Aye.
Are you, Joanna Lee Kilross, free lawfully to marry Matthew Glenville? We now come to the solemn part of the ceremony where Matthew and Joanna are going to pledge themselves to each other in their contract of marriage. So I ask you all please to stand. Matthew, will you take Joanna to be your wife and share your life with her?
I will.
Will you solemnly promise that you will always protect Joanna with your utmost care, that you will honour and cherish her, for richer, for poorer, and that in all things you will be to her a faithful and loving husband?
I will.
Joanna, will you take Matthew to be your husband and share your life with him? Will you solemnly promise that you will always protect Matthew with your utmost care, that you will honour and cherish him, for richer, for poorer, and that in all things you will be to him a faithful and loving wife?
I will.
Matthew, I want you to look at Joanna. You can still hold hands if you want. And I want you to repeat after me, okay? I, Matthew Glenville,
I, Matthew Glenville,
take you, Joanna Lee Kilross,
take you, Joanna Lee Kilross,
to be my wedded wife.
to be my wedded wife.
I promise to love and care for you
I promise to love and care for you,
and be faithful to you always.
and be faithful to you always.
May we look to our future together
May we look to our future together,
with hope, happiness and joy,
hope, happiness and joy.
and never allow anything
Never allow anything
to destroy the feelings
to destroy the feelings
we share for each other.
we share for each other.
That was lovely, Matthew. Now, Joanna, are you ready? I, Joanna Lee Kilross,
And Joanna Lee Kilross,
take you, Matthew Glenville,
take you, Matthew Glenville,
to be my wedded husband.
to be my wedded husband.
I promise to love and care for you
I promise to love and care for you,
and be faithful to you always.
and be faithful to you always.
May we look to our future together
May we look to our future together,
with hope, happiness and joy,
hope, happiness and joy,
and never allow anything
and never allow anything
to destroy the feelings
to destroy the feelings
we share for each other.
we share for each other.
That was lovely, Joanna. We now come to the giving and receiving of the rings, which is the traditional way of sealing the marriage contract. The wedding ring is an unbroken circle, it has no end. It symbolises everlasting love and is an outward sign of the lifelong promises Matthew and Joanna have made to each other. So, would you give Matthew and Joanna? Third finger the left onto the knuckle, Matthew, and hold it there. No, next.
Put it on that.
I want you to look at Joanna and repeat after me. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a token of my love and affection
as a token of my love and affection,
and as a symbol
and as a symbol
of our shared life together.
of our shared life together.
I promise to stand by you,
I promise to stand by you,
whatever the future holds,
whatever the future holds,
to cherish and to care for you
to cherish and to care for you
for the rest of our
for the
lives
rest of our lives
together.
together.
Involve the ring on her finger, sweetheart. Lovely.
Right way.
Yeah, we want to put that down.
Let's give that. Tell me when you're ready, Joanna. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a token of my love and affection
as a token of my love and affection,
and as a symbol
and as a symbol
of our shared life together.
of our shared life together.
I promise to stand by you,
I promise to stand by you,
whatever the future holds,
whatever the future holds,
to cherish and to care for you
to cherish and to care for you
for the rest of our
for
lives
the rest of our lives
together. pop them in on his fingers.
Rip it, mate.
That won't come off, will it, John?
I've got anything to do with it.
You two turn and face me. Now I'm going to introduce two of our bridesmaids who's going to come and do us a reading for Joanna and Matthew.
Wedding cake recipe. Half a pound of good looks, half a pound of sweet temper, half a pound butter of youth, half blindness of faults, half a pound of wit, a pound of good humour, 2 pounds of sweet argument, 1 pint of rippling laughter, 1 wine glass of common sense, and a dash of modesty. Put the love good looks and sweet temper into a well-finished house. Heat the butter of youth into a cream, and mix well together with the blindness of faults. Stir the wit and good humour into the sweet argument, and then add rippling laughter and common sense. Work the whole thing together until everything is well mixed, and bake gently forever.
Thank you, girls. Matthew and Joanna, this is the start of a new life for you together. We hope the feelings of love and joy you share now will grow and deepen throughout the years to come. Within your marriage, may you always love, care and support each other through the joys and sorrows of life. You have both made the declarations required by law and have made a solemn and binding contract with each other in the presence of the family and friends assembled here today as witnesses. You have also symbolised your marriage by the joining of hands and the giving and receiving of rings. So it is my great pleasure to declare you are lawfully joined together as husband and wife. So Matthew, you should kiss the bride now. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to sign the marriage register now. Once we've signed the register, the girls will be doing some photographs. When they've finished, you can come forward with your cameras. Then when you've done your photographs, we'd like you to go back to your seat so we can finish the ceremony off. But if you want to have a seat for now, please.
I'll just sit
Thank you, everybody. Yeah, okay. That's the one all right
I was going to say, I don't know.